Welcome to the Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce Quick Takes Legislative Live video series. My name is Matt Murphy, the Government Regional Affairs Director for the Chamber. In this series, we're going to share quick visits with our local legislators. We want to know what's going on, what the hot topics are, and what in general is the vibe and what is happening in Olympia. I want to thank the Tire Factory and McKay Sposito for their support in this series as policy engagement partners. Today we're joined by Chris Corry, the freshman representative from the 15th Legislative District. Hello and welcome, Representative Corry.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate you taking the time to introduce me to some folks down in the Tri-Cities.
Absolutely. So I introduced you as the freshman representative, but you're not really the freshman. You've been there for a while. So just how long have you been in the Washington legislature?
Yeah, so I am just now starting my fourth term as a state representative. The joke there being that I was redistricted out because of a lawsuit and moved into the 15th. So the new district now includes a good chunk of Yakima County and then some of Benton County. So excited to get to spend more time down in the Tri-Cities. It's an area that I love visiting, and now I get the honor of representing. So I've been in, this will be, like I said, I'm starting my 7th session.
Wow.
And yeah, so time flies when you're banging your head against the wall.
Well, we're excited to have you representing us in Benton County and in the Tri-Cities area. So actually Franklin County. Is it Benton County or Franklin
It's
County?
Benton.
Yeah, okay. So we're excited about that. So now this year, you're not the rookie anymore, but you do have a new leadership role in the Republican caucus. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I was selected by my colleagues to be the deputy leader for the Republicans here in Olympia, for the House Republicans. So that means I'm, I guess, the number two guy over here. And really my job is to be an extension of our leader and make sure that our caucus priorities and what our members want to get done happens as effectively as possible in Olympia. Now, obviously, there's added challenges when you're a member of the minority party, but that is a lot of people and relationship management. And so far, it's been a lot of fun here during the first week of session.
That's right. So speaking of that, that's my next topic here is the first week of session is done. You guys probably got a big calendar on the wall where you put X's across the dates as time goes by. But can you tell me what the vibe is and maybe what we can look forward to over the course of the next, say, 15 weeks?
Yeah, so the first week was kind of interesting because we had, obviously you get the excitement of being sworn in, a lot of new members, and everybody's looking at what the priorities are going to be for the state. This was a unique one because we had Governor Inslee's farewell address, which was, very political, which is kind of his tone and tenure. But then the surprise turn for a lot of us, especially the Republicans here, was Governor Ferguson's inaugural address to the legislature, which was very surprising from what a lot of us were expecting. His focus was on reforming government, shrinking things, right-sizing things, and making sure that we're getting out of the way for housing, that we're helping support more police and law enforcement. And so obviously that was met with, I think, broad support from the Republicans. We want to see it get done, right? I mean, right now it's just talk, but we want to be there to partner with them where we can. And I think that's actually set a really good tone, in my opinion, for what we can do, not just for Washington, but also to demonstrate that people sent us here to lead and not just be partisan actors. And so if the governor is serious to his commitment on, right-sizing the budget and all those different areas, we're going to be there to help him get that done.
Well, that does sound encouraging. And so, you are in the minority party, and Eastern Washington is, for the most part, in the minority party. So what do you think, Governor Ferguson's presentation, his speech, his direction, what does that mean? And how does that vote for the Tri-Cities in general?
Well, again, if he is willing to stick to what he was pledging, and I keep a copy of it here, and I let his team know that I'll be watching it throughout session to make sure we can get as much of it done that I think is good. right-sizing fiscal budgets means less need for more taxes, right? The governor, Governor Inslee's required outgoing budget, which is a part of the Constitution, basically relied on $14 billion in new taxes, which obviously hurts innovation, it hurts jobs, and they're still being proposed, right? So that's still a fight we've got to have. But if the governor's serious about his commitment to fiscal responsibility for the Tri-Cities, it means no additional tax burdens, and making sure that people can continue to thrive there. And for individuals like you and I, the working Washingtonians, it means less of a tax burden for us when it comes to crime and public safety. If he's committed to getting more police officers out on the streets and ensuring that we've got proper police coverage and we move up in the rankings from dead last in police per capita, we would like to see us move forward. That means safer streets in the Tri-Cities. And the housing piece is another huge one, right? We struggle all. I live in Yakima. It's a challenge here. It's a challenge down there. And Governor Ferguson has said he wants to get rid of the regulations and red tape that are adding costs and unnecessary delays to housing. It means more housing for the Tri-Cities. Again, right now it's a lot of promises, but if those results get delivered and the Republicans will be there to help deliver those things, I think it will mean a good, bright future and a more prosperous Tri-Cities.
Outstanding. Well, I appreciate that. So, like I said in the beginning, this is quick takes, and so it's quick, and we're trying to do this as quickly as possible. So, like I said, that's this is a wrap for our Representative Corry. Short and sweet, but I do want to thank you for joining us today. And hopefully that's, between now and April 27th, I'm going to try to make the rounds amongst the Tri-Cities is actually represented by 12 different legislators. And so I appreciate your taking time out of your busy day and being my first guinea pig in this project. So thank you, Rep. Corry.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.